Hello, friends. Kid Charming here. I'm really tired. I don't care if you want to hear it, because you're hearing it. Let me just flip that up. There we go, more light. Now you can see my cute face. Look at that. Oh, I apologize for the short video before. But it had to be done. I'm sorry. But, yeah. So, let me just adjust this. I'm sorry if that, makes a lot of noise or whatever. Bring her up a little bit, because I'm talking a little low today. So, yeah. Things you might not know about me is I am a hopeless romantic. And I have a wife that doesn't emote well in her face and her voice. When I proposed to her, it was Christmas Day. I didn't have her engagement ring at the time, but I was using a ring that I did buy her, a Tinkerbell ring that I had bought her, as a kind of placeholder. And the only emotion she really showed well was confusion, because she didn't know what was happening. Well, I kept moving stuff out of the way because she kept putting it where I was going to kneel, because I'd only decided right then when she was opening it that I was going to actually pop the question. She thought it was going to be on her birthday, which she would have been close to, but I was going to do it on Valentine's Day. But yeah, I ended up doing it on Christmas, and she was just really confused. And then she's like, "What is happening?" I'm like, "Well, I'm hoping you're going to say yes to marrying me." She's like, yeah, I'll do that. But there's no, real joy on her face. Though I know she was happy. She just doesn't emote well. So when I do really romantic things, I don't really think it's hard to understand how she really feels about them. But the reason I'm bringing this up is this August will be our 4th wedding anniversary. I know it's quite far away, but I'm not even planning for that one. I'm planning for the 5th one already. So our first dance song, I picked out all the songs basically for the wedding. Well, anything that had to do with crucial parts in the wedding. So I picked out the first dance song. She picked out the father-daughter song, even though she didn't dance with her dad. She danced with her grandfather. I danced with my dad though. But I picked out our first dance song, the song that she came to going down the aisle, and our leaving song and coming in song. So leaving from the ceremony and then coming in for the reception. I picked all of those. Because I just really like music. And I know how to make a romantic atmosphere, or get music that's going to make people feel the way I want them to feel during that moment. So, her coming down the aisle song or whatever was 1,000 Years by, I don't remember her name. I think is it Katie something? Pierre? I don't remember her name. I think it starts with a C though. It was the one from, and don't make fun of me because I didn't get it from Twilight. It was only afterwards that I realized it was from Twilight. It was the one from Twilight that they used for the wedding in Breaking Dawn Part 1, I think. Yes, I've watched them all. My mom really likes them. I've read all the books too. I did that to impress a girl that I was dating at the time. The second book, my God, the worst thing to read in my life. It pained me to read that one. It was so boring. But yeah. So what I want to do is find a place where I can record those songs possibly. And a couple others that Leah and I used to sing together in the car when we were dating. In the car when we were dating. The car when we were dating. Like first really beginning to date type thing. And the biggest one is our first dance song is my favorite. Every time I hear it, I'm almost like really brought back to that moment, and it's makes me want to cry. I get really emotional about it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying not to tear up a little bit while I'm talking about it, because it was one of the most beautiful moments of my life was marrying my wife, and until we have kids, it will be the most beautiful moment of my life. My favorite day ever. Until we have children is going to be the day that we got married. And it's I Don't Dance. Again, I don't remember the person. I'm good at remembering the song names, but people, not so much. The chorus is like, I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and round in circles. It ain't my style, but I don't care, 'cause I'd do anything with you anywhere. You got me in the palm of your hand, girl, 'cause I don't dance. Which I thought was appropriate, because one, I can't dance. It's not that I just don't, I just can't. I mean, I do, but it's not good, guys. It's not good. Slow songs I'm okay with, to the most part. I just sway it back and forth and just the little tiny circle spins. Yeah, nothing too intense. But yeah, I sang that to her while we were dancing. I don't know if anybody noticed, but it's my favorite song. It reminded me of her and me. Like, I don't dance. Like, I don't. And she's taken dance lessons. Like, she's taken hip hop. She's taken tap and jazz. Hip hop, tap, and jazz is what she took. The thing is, she can't freestyle dance to save her life. But yeah, those were, like, she can dance. Not freestyle, it has to be choreographed, but I literally can't dance. Like, at all. So, yeah. Pardon me. But yeah, that was, I thought it was an appropriate song. So that's the biggest one that I want to have recorded. And then to that recording, I want to make a video to I Don't Dance with my buddy Danny, if he'll do it for me. He took like graphic design and stuff like that in school. So he would be, I know he can make videos very well. So I'd want, and I know he's good, and his girlfriend's really good, or woman friend. I don't know what they are. They live together. They bought a house together, but I don't ever notice a label there, so I just don't say anything. So his woman friend is actually a professional photographer. I don't want pictures. I want videos. I just noticed that my hair was really fucked up there. I mean, messed up there. That's the second time I've done that. Mature stream. But I want to get him to do dramatic lighting, maybe even in black and white. I look really good in black and white. I have to tell you, black and white it looks good on me. So I'd love to do like a music video for her and stuff like that, and then have that as her 5-year anniversary gift. Well thought out, well planned. I know it's not gonna, it's either not gonna happen or it's gonna be rushed because I forget. But yeah, hopeless romantic. The hardest part of all that is finding a place to record good music, because I don't have anything that can do that. And I can't mix music. I am useless with that stuff. So, whatever, right? But, yeah. So that's a thing. So yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I really want to do that for my wife. And the reason that I can post this on video is because she doesn't watch these, so that's thumbs up for me. I am not feeling well today at all. I didn't want to get up out of bed. I haven't eaten breakfast. I don't want to eat, but I'm feeling sick, which I know is because I haven't eaten yet. But I don't want to eat. The thought of eating also makes me sick, so I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Like, I'm going to have to force myself to eat, which is going to make me want to throw up. I'm in a tough spot right now. All the faces. Sorry. I don't know if my wife's going to be home when I get home today. She might be going over to a friend's house, which is cool. I was craving meat yesterday, so she got me a hamburger on the way home, and I was really excited. Well, I asked her to, but I wasn't sure if she was going to or not, and she did, and she was really cranky when she got home because work stresses her out right now, but she was nice enough to buy me my stuff. And the thing is that she came home and she was cranked. And now I'm going to tell you that this is a lot of progress that we've been working towards, her and I. Because she has disorders and it kind of messes with, well, that's one of the reasons why she can't emote well, really. And so she came in and she gave it to me and she was just cranked, like super cranky. And then I was like, okay, well, and I was really super nice because I knew she didn't mean it. Like, she doesn't mean it when she says stuff like that. Y'all are going to think she's bipolar. She's not bipolar, I promise. Not that being bipolar is a problem, but she's not bipolar. I know bipolar people. I know a few, actually. Quite a few bipolar people. I have nothing against people with bipolar, but she just doesn't have bipolar. And by the way, bipolar gets a bad rap. Like, guys, they're people, and it's not something they can control. So don't put a stamp on them and put them in a box. It's not fun. I've been there. Like, I'm always in a box because of ADHD. I'm dubbed stupid or, a lost cause because I can't concentrate or whatever. When it comes to intellectual things, it's like, oh, well, Darcy can't do that. She's ADD or ADHD. She can't concentrate. She'll never get it done. Like, that is, like, I don't like being put in that box or that I'm goofy anyway, but that's not because I'm ADHD. It's because it's who I am as a person. It's nothing to do with ADHD. Like, they don't take anything seriously because they can't concentrate or whatever. No, I'm actually quite a serious person when I have to be. I just don't want to be all the time. That's a choice that I make. Not anything to do with the ADHD. It's just a choice that I make. But don't put people that have disorders of any kind in a box. They don't like that. It's not fun to be just labeled something or have a stigma attached to you. Don't just assume someone's going to be a certain way because of you find out they have a certain disorder. It's not cool. There's a lot of people out there with mental health issues, okay? Like, it is far more common now than ever. And not that it's more common, it's just that we're more aware of them now than we ever were. Like, this whole, back in my day, we didn't have depression, and back in my day, we didn't have ADHD, and back in my day, we didn't have bipolar or schizophrenia or whatever. We didn't have any of that stuff. No, you did. It just went undiagnosed and these people died. Straight up. Your ADHD people were thrown to the side as just bad kids and were, like, basically tormented by teachers because they were problem children and disruptive when really it was not their fault. They could not really control what they were doing. For the most part, like, you have these impulses that are hard to ignore if you can't ignore them at all. Sometimes it's a split-second reaction where these impulses just take over and you do it. You can't control them because literally you don't have the time to do it, to control these things. When you're medicated, these impulses are easy to control because you have a couple of seconds to actually think about it. I have impulses to do a lot of things and I'm like, no, I don't do that. Because my brain has the time to keep up with it at this point because it's kind of like slows down my thinking, basically. Is what it feels like when I'm medicated. Your bipolar people just were shoved to the side as crazy. They're not crazy. They have a disorder. You're depressed people, and I hate saying this because it's the reality of the situation, and I'm not trying to be harsh or anything. Like, I myself has suffered from depression. Not as bad as a lot of people that I know of that have had depression, but those people just killed themselves. You had it back in your day, older generation. You did. You just didn't know what it was. And you labeled people and made them feel bad about themselves for being different. So good for you. Good for you. You had it. You just didn't know what it was. My dad is in his 50s and he has ADHD. But back in his day, they didn't know what that was. They just thought he was a problem kid. Not the case. He had ADHD. He couldn't control himself. It's not a dangerous thing it can be a dangerous thing to have, by the way, but it doesn't have to be. You build your coping mechanisms growing up to help cope with having your disorder of whatever disorder it is that you have. It's a known fact. But I went through depression when my coping mechanisms or the neural pathways or whatever it was that I had done to cope with having ADD broke down during that time. And that's when my mother noticed things and I noticed things that I hadn't really had a problem with since I was in like grade 1. Like, I used to put like E's, just an E is just the 3 lines, but I would get bored and just have a bunch of freaking lines in my E's because I was bored. I'm like, this would look better with more lines in it. So that was just how that was. Like, I mean, whatever, but don't put those people in a box. I know that got really sidetracked, but yeah. I don't even remember what I was talking about before. Yeah, don't put people with disorders in a box. But again, I am a hopeless romantic, so my wife doesn't emote in a way that shows that she enjoys what I'm doing. She's also very distracted a lot too. She's not ADHD, but she's always distracted. Now the question is, what do I get her for Christmas? I've already got her the paint she wanted, or some of the paint she wanted. I got her 3 professional paintbrushes, or level 2 paintbrushes. I don't know what that means, but it's a thing, I guess. But I got her a brown and yellow and teal paint. And I got her 2 pairs of like athletic pants. They're not really leggings. They're like athletic pants. I don't really know what that is. They're like a yoga pant, but not really. I don't know. But I bought them for her because she wanted them. And I got her a phone case that you can just screw lenses right onto it. So like fisheye lens or macro lens or micro lens so that she can like really see things. So I got her one of those because she wanted that as well, but now I have no idea what to get her. I can't buy her anything Tinkerbell because guess what? She has everything. She does. I want to get her a weighted blanket, but they're like $200. I don't have $200 to spend on a weighted blanket right now. So unless you guys can tell me where I can get a weighted blanket for a lot cheaper, I don't think she's getting a weighted blanket. And her mom already bought her the dartboard, so I'm screwed on that one. Oh, maybe I could buy her a nice set of darts. Can you get Tinkerbell darts? Ooh. I think I might have got an idea. Oh, yes, I love my way. I love my way. No, I love the way my brain works. Bonus. But anyway, I'm going to go give Melinda her new hat because it's too big for me. I know I was super pumped when I got it, and I am still super pumped that I have it, but the thing is I'm never going to wear it because I have a child size head. Like I have a tiny little head. Like I have a junior size head. It's very small. But it holds a big brain. No, just kidding. Brains are a relative size. But yeah, I'm going to give this to Melinda because I think she's going to have more. If it was Darth Vader, there would be no way I'd be parting with it. But as a stormtrooper, I'm okay with parting with it. She's going to end up seeing the new Star Wars movie when it comes out, The Last Jedi, with her mom, and I hope she wears this hat when she goes. But yeah, I'm going to go and give her hat, and I'm going to get ready for my day at work. But I will catch you guys tomorrow. Kid Charming out.